What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Insurance Auto Auctions here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. It is a very cold, wet, and extremely windy day, so bear with me as we get through this video. Let's jump into the video today and see what we can find. Not something you see every day here in Oklahoma City. This is a 2008 Bentley Continental Flying Spur. It's the four-door variant to the Continental GT. Now, I just sold my 2008 Bentley Continental GTC, the convertible. Now, it had a clean title, it had 91,000 miles on the odometer, and I managed to get something like $24,500, I don't remember, but $24,000 out of it. Now, this has 37,000 miles on the odometer, so significantly less miles, but I think this is something we could pick up for a steal of a deal because this is going to be a salvage title. And if you're wondering why, well, I'm going to walk you around the car and I'm going to let you try to figure it out for yourself before I, well, spill the tea. I mean, it looks fantastic, but I'm going to be honest with you, I am not a fan of the Flying Spurs. I never have been. I'm just not into the four-door variety of the Bentley. If it was a Bentayga, that would be different, but when it comes to these Continentals, just not a big fan of the four doors. So now I've walked you around the car. You've seen the whole thing. It's got great tires. It's got beautiful paint and body. The wheels look wonderful. Now let me show you the damage in case you missed it. It's not that bad, in my opinion. It's a dent. Granted, a relatively significant dent, but it's a dent nonetheless. That's it. This Bentley is totaled because it has a dent in the door and in the dog leg. There's some scuffing here. Obviously, this dent has pushed things in here pretty good. If you got somebody that was really, really good with aluminum, you could probably bring this out. I'd be willing to bet that this could be brought out. Now, I just realized the back tires are absolutely shot. There's nothing left. Front tires look new. Back tires definitely leaves a little bit to be desired. So, it's not perfect. Uh-oh. Maybe it's dead. Let's take a look at the interior. Boy, it's roomy. It's really roomy. Look at the blue. Wow, and the blue seat belts. The attention to detail in these things is just out of this world, man. Now, like I said, I don't really like the four-door variety, but if I'm being completely honest, I am very comfortable back here. This is not bad. This is not bad. So much room. Way different than the Continental GTC. You could not fit anybody in the back seat of that car. You've got some dedicated climate controls for each passenger back here. I mean, up, floor, vents, wherever you want it. What is it, an ashtray, of course, with cigarettes. How about that? Then you've got your little vents over here. Wow, and then you've even got a defroster and a dedicated button in case you want your window defrosted back here. You don't have to talk to the driver. You just push the button, let it do its thing. You could turn your vent on and off. Well, you're supposed to, but it doesn't seem to work. Maybe that's for hanging coat hangers or something, you know, like one of those things across. I don't know. Those generally hang from here. You've got a little overhead console right here, lights. Oh, it's got power. So it's weird that the trunk didn't open. More lights. Lots of lights, man. Speakers up here too, probably for like Bluetooth calling or something like that. Okay, I like it. I changed my mind. I do like it. And of course you've got heated seats as well inside the door and cooled. No way. Cooled and heated seats in the back. And I'm sure that these are the reclining executive seats. Oh yeah. Yep. You've got air up bolsters, and you can recline your seats if you want to. Wow, that's pretty fancy. And the safe. We have a safe in here too, just like we had in my Bentley. We've got little storage compartments here, and I assume cup holders. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, guys. If we're looking at, I don't know, $15,000 or so, somewhere between 15 and 20, I think I'm going to be all over this car. I do. I don't care about the dent, honestly. It doesn't even bother me. It doesn't even bother me. Wow, that blue, I love the way that stands out. The blue leather on the dash, the blue armrest, the blue seat belts, the blue in the middle here, just amazing detail. Lots of cigarettes and ashes everywhere, like somebody just smoked and threw their cigarettes on the floor. That's truly sad. Very sad someone would treat a car as nice as this in that manner, but I mean, it's their car. You know, do what you want with it. So you get one key. Don't know if this is the valet key or not. I don't think so, because it has all 3 buttons. So this should be the key that does everything. Let's try to start it up. Fired right up. Check engine light. 37,000 miles. Check engine light. Of course. Of course. I would expect nothing less from a Bentley. I can't believe I just sold mine, like literally just sold mine, and then to find one sitting out here and to honestly be considering it is, yeah, I don't know. I probably shouldn't. Feels like we've got working climate control. Maybe. This one is not working. This one is. Does anything over here work? I don't think anything. No. 37,000 miles, and half the stuff in this car is broken. You know why? Most likely somebody's got one side turned on and the other one... Yeah, I keep forgetting how to work this thing, alright? It shows it has 3 different keys. If we go to the climate control settings, we can crank it up and down. Let's turn it on vent on both sides and see if it comes to life. There we go. There it is. There it is. Somebody's got the air conditioning on over there. They've got the heat on this side. So forgive me, guys. Remember, I've been in the hospital and everything. I'm just getting up and around. It's been 2 weeks that I've spent in bed. So give me a minute to kind of figure my way back around. Air conditioning works. Everything's coming out where it's supposed to now, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and turn the climate control off. We don't need that. Let's see if our sunshade in the back works. It does. Up and down. Suspension tuning, sport, or comfort. I always preferred it to be in comfort. Vehicle height, normal. Air conditioned, heated seats up front as well. You know, I take it back. I do like this car. Let's put it in gear. Forwards, yes. Backwards. Yes. Does the parking brake work? That never worked in mine. It does. It's misfiring. It just started misfiring. Really? And it needs brakes, I think. I think that's what that picture is. I don't know. Maybe that's a headlight. I can't tell. It looks kind of like brakes, though. Let's see what our fuel economy is like in this. Fuel economy, long-term statistics. Mine was getting over 16 miles a gallon. This one is 13.3. Still not too bad, considering. Let's try to open the fuel door. That didn't work in mine. And the trunk didn't work in mine either. And then we'll pop the hood. Let's take a look. Important window. Of course it works. Less important window works. And that's all I care about. Guys, what do you think? Do we need another Bentley in our lives? I think we do. I honestly think we do. You got the spare tire. So this had a temp tag on it from a year ago. No joke, man. And it's from Exotic Motorsports of Oklahoma City. Great, reputable company out here. So hey, Exotic Motorsports, they have a YouTube channel. Maybe they'll see this car and they'll remember it. Honestly, I would drive it as is. I don't care about the ding in the back. If I could find somebody to fix it, great, for a reasonable price. If not, who cares? It's not affecting the way the car runs or drives. At 30-some thousand miles, you can bet that it's going to need everything very, very soon. Check engine light's already on and ready to go, so you already got work to do to this car when you buy it. There's your 6-liter W12, something like 500 horsepower, twin turbo, all-wheel drive. Honestly, though, as much as I've said I didn't like the Flying Spur, now that I've really taken my time to sit in one and kind of explore it a little bit, I like it. I do. You throw your dog and your kids in the back, and down the road you go, man. All right, guys, what do you think of the Bentley? I'm telling you, please check brake lights. I guess that's what that's on for. So the brake lights apparently don't work. Well, that's, you know, that's perfect. Service now. It says service now. Mine never said that. Mine never said service now. And mine had almost 100,000 miles on it. I don't know, guys. I like the car. If we could get it for 15 grand or so, I would jump on this all day long. I would happily buy and drive this car for 15 grand. But I think much more over that, I'm probably going to be out. Now, every now and again, we get into some carnage. And here's a GMC Yukon Denali 2017. Wow. It looks like it's being held up by this, well, completely backwards control arm there and a piece of wood. There's your front differential. Wow. Man, you never know what you're going to find out here, guys. All right, let's continue on. It's been a couple weeks since I've been out here, so I'm kind of excited to see what kind of fresh inventory we've got out here today. And I get people all the time asking about all the cars in red bags. I can't tell you how many times I've explained this, but I suppose we get a lot of new subscribers here pretty regularly, and maybe some of them haven't heard yet. So I'll go ahead and explain it real quick. Those red bags simply mean off limits. All right, those are taped up to protect the vehicles inside and out. They could be held for investigation, like by the police, fire departments, medical, it's hard to say, insurance investigations. So they bag them up and they make sure that nobody can get in or out of the cars, touch anything, mess with anything, take anything. They're basically just there, protected and on hold until whoever is doing the investigating releases them. Nice looking Mustang right here. I love that hood. Non-runner. Why? 217,000 miles on the odometer. We're going to go ahead and pass on that. I'm not really looking for a Mustang. I see a Kia Stinger GT back there. We may have to check that out. There's a little Audi. What is that, like an S6? S5. It's probably an S5. We might check that out too. We're just going to walk around and see what all we can find out here, guys. It looks like they may be a little short on cars this week, which is a good thing. That means people aren't losing their property, people aren't being injured. It's always a good thing, but it looks a little light out here right now, guys. Normally this place is packed. You got all your campers and RVs over there. Not really interested in looking at those this week. Little Cadillac. Not really feeling that either. I don't really know what I'm looking for. See that old Ford over? You can't see it. There's an old F-150 sitting over there. We'll have to come back around to that one too. I'm a sucker for old pickup trucks, man. Oh, never mind. Never mind. The whole front end is ripped off of it. Wow. And the drive shaft is hanging out of... Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that one, but it wasn't good. Okay, you guys may remember this is where I picked up my my latest Duramax. My 2011 lifted Duramax. I think it's a Chevy Silverado 3500 dually. I've done absolutely nothing with that truck. Like right after I got it, I ended up in the hospital and I haven't been able to do anything with it since. I haven't even worked on cars, guys. I'm on light duty right now, basically, is what my surgeon told me. For the next 2 or 3 weeks, unfortunately, it's just the way it goes. I have to consider my health over video content. So I'll do the best that I can do. I can do light work on cars, but if there's going to be any kind of real lifting involved, I'm not allowed to lift anything very heavy because I risk giving myself another hernia. So it is what it is, man. I like this little Ranger. Non-runner. Damn thing looks brand new. What am I missing? Oh, it was hitting the back. Yeah, there's probably a fuel shutoff switch. I assume Ford still uses those. They always have. They've always had like a fuel disconnect where if you get smacked in the back, it's an inertia switch and it automatically shuts the fuel supply off. If you could find that switch, click it back on, you'd probably be good to go. That thing would probably run. All right, continuing on with the mission, guys. Let's see what we can find out here. Trucks. I don't think anybody's interested in a Kia.
But I couldn't hear the charger.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it is freezing out here today with those winds, man. It is cold. So I have no idea how that man just walked past with a shirt that doesn't even cover his belly. I'd be dying out here right now. I'm cold and I got a coat on. I guess I'm just a panty waist. All right. Well, we pretty well cleared through one entire aisle. Oh, wow. What is this? A whole new row of cars? Oh, are we allowed to look at those? They got that cleaned up. Oh, look at the old Lincoln over there. You guys can't see it. You can't see what I see. You got like a Chrysler minivan. You guys know I love them Chrysler minivans, man. Wow. Most of those are usually the donations. We'll skip that for now, guys. I don't know if we're even supposed to be going over there or not. Let's come back over here to this second row and see if we can find anything out here on this one. It's very wet, it's very muddy, and if the wind noise was killing you earlier, it should be gone now because we're walking the other direction. A burnt down Chevy Cruze. Now, it's not a, never mind, it's wrecked. I was gonna say, it's not a bad looking old Chevy truck there, but the front is ripped off of it and it's got no wheels, no tires. Is that a Fusion? I get people asking me to show Fusions all the time. I don't get it. People seem to really love the Ford Fusion. This one's done. So now you can't say that I didn't show. Oh, wow. Golly. Yeah. Well, you can't say I didn't show one. I get people asking me all the time to show Ford Fusions, and I'm just like, okay. I don't get it, but okay. A little Mitsubishi, what is this, an Outlander? Is this one of the newer Outlanders? Dang, man. Wow. Yeah, it is an Outlander. Outlander Sport. I don't know. I've had a couple of the older ones. I wasn't all that impressed with them. Didn't really care for them all that much. The new ones don't look too bad, though. They look all right. See if we can get through the mud here without sinking into it. Nope, just sank into it. Perfect. Ford Explorers. Chevy Cruze. I actually kind of like this, which means it's going to be, yeah, totally wrecked. Totally wrecked. I mean, it's not the end of the world. A couple of doors and touch-up paint, and it would actually be okay. It's the hatchback, too. I'm going to go ahead and look at, oh, never mind. No, it's wrecked in the front, too? Yeah. Front fender, front door. Both of the other doors, ooh, it's, and 100,000 miles. No kidding. Well, on the plus side, how much could something like this go for? Somebody used it as their personal ashtray. So, cigarette ashes, you can only imagine what it smells like in here. It ain't good. 100,000 miles on a... What year is this? It can't be that old. 2019. I mean, it fires right up. Let's see if we got any lights on the dash. All right, let's turn that down. Fuel low, TPMS light, and that's it. Meanwhile, a 37,000 mile Bentley, check engine light misfiring, right? That's here you go. Here's the difference. But then again, who would you rather be seen riding in the Chevy Cruze or the Bentley? I think most of you are probably going to say you'd much rather be seen in the Bentley. I actually really like this little car. I don't know if this is worth thinking about buying. I don't even know if there's any real video content for you guys in this. Can I not pop the hood? The hood doesn't seem to work. Oh, you got to open the door, don't you? Yeah, these are these weird ones. The door covers up the hood release, so you can't open the hood if the door is closed. Air conditioning works great. It seems to run great, guys, for 92,000 miles. It'll clean up. I mean, this is not optioned very well. It's cloth interior. It has nothing. It literally has nothing. But you got a little touch screen, and it's got cold air. You got the little buttons and Bluetooth, hands-free calling, all that good stuff. Someone was keeping the oil changed. December 8th of 23. Oh, check engine light is on. Sure is. They made the light so small you can't even see the damn thing. It's way... Let me see if I can get you guys a little closer. Do you see that little... That's funny. Normally, check engine lights are just glaring at you, right? They're massive. They made that check engine light tiny. You can't even see it. All right. Let me see if it goes into gear. Backup camera. Yeah. Goes backwards. I don't know, guys. Is there really any entertainment value putting together a Chevy Cruze? Probably not. Probably not. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. The only reason I would be interested in it is because I actually love these little cars. I really do. Now, it's going to need the front door. It's going to need the front fender. Looks like the tires are okay. This wheel is okay. Let's pop the hood, see what it looks like under here. Oh, wow. That's nasty. It's missing the fender liner on that side, so it's going to need one of those as well. Then it's going to need both doors on the other side. Oh, there's suspension damage right here too. Oh, for sure. I didn't even see that. The wheel is literally back into the A-pillar there. So you got like a broken ball joint or something going on over here. So it's got some undercarriage damage as well. Obviously, like I said, both doors. Then you're going to have to try your best to touch up this dog leg right here. I think this is probably too much to even mess with, guys. This thing would have to go stupid cheap to make it worth it. However, I mean, you get a bunch of crap in the back, so maybe that could make it worth it. What do you guys think? 2019 Chevy Cruze, worth looking into, or is this something we should pass on? Continuing on, guys. We got a row after row after row of cars to look at. How about this Lexus? Looks like a little GS, what, 350? This doesn't look too bad. And we don't generally bring Lexuses to the channel. This is nice, though. Oh, yeah, I saw it coming. I sure did. I sure did. Okay. Well, that's a Lexus that we're not going to be looking at bringing to the channel. That's disappointing. I didn't see any damage at all. I thought that one was going to be all right. Okay, that's just the nature of the beast. That's how it goes. I like that little BMW. Not sure why the front end collision airbags destroyed the windshield. Got a little GMC Yukon. Never mind. As usual, this is how it goes for me, guys. Every time I see something I like, once you get to the other side, it's completely cut to pieces, ripped to shreds. We're gonna keep going though. Here's this Ford truck that I wanted to show you, but it's sitting in a mud pit, so I'm not gonna even bother walking all the way over there. We'll get sunk in there. That was a decent old F-150 though before the accident. Side pipes and everything, man. Someone went to town on that. All right, let's see what else. You never know what you're going to find out here, guys. You got to walk through a lot of really boring stuff to find anything that's halfway entertaining or interesting. That's just the way it goes. And with any luck, if we find anything worth looking at, it's not going to be back there in the swamp. Needless to say, we got a lot of rain, hail, damaging winds, tornadoes, all that good stuff. Yesterday was a wild day. But thankfully, nothing at my house got damaged. And the weather wasn't that bad where I was. I don't know about buyers yet. I haven't been down to AAR headquarters yet to see if there's any damage down there. I don't even I don't even know what the weather did down there at all. All right, guys, we're almost through another row. I do see a little Miata up there that I want to look at. Don't laugh. I like Miatas, and generally, if you can find them at the salvage auction, they're usually pretty cheap, guys. I'm just not seeing. I'm not really seeing much of anything that I'm even remotely interested in out here. This is really sad. Usually this place is jam-packed full of cars that I can't keep my hands off of, and it's just it's not the case today. Yeah, I don't know about this Miata either. She's rough, and it's not just the accident damage. I don't care about that. That damage is minor. It's the rest of the car. This looks really bad. This looks, yeah, clear coat peel. The whole car, clear coat's peeled off of it. The roof, I don't know what happened to that. It's moldy, mildewed. The clear coat's missing on about, I don't know, 50% of the car. Oh, she's rough, man. And it doesn't run. No, 2006. It's an insurance car, airbag deployed, and it doesn't run? That doesn't make any sense. If it ran to get into an accident, then it should run now. Because that damage right there does not look bad, guys. Not at all. All right, let's start on yet another row. See what we can find over here. I see a little Infiniti, maybe like an M35 or something over here. This might be worth taking a look at. It's a dealer selling it. I tell you guys all the time, I get a little sketched out buying from dealers. PPI, that's generally like some kind of a pre-purchase inspection or something like that. I mean, the car doesn't look bad. Not too bad. I don't know, man. I do get a little sketched out, and I know that sounds hypocritical because I'm a dealer and I sell all of my cars mostly through the same type of an auction. So I get it. I get that it sounds hypocritical. The difference is, though, is most of these dealers that are selling out here, these aren't wholesale dealers. These are retail dealers. All right, and it sketches me out. I should clarify. I can understand wholesale dealers selling through auctions all the time. That's how a lot of them do it. However, when I see retail dealers selling through these auctions, that's when it's like, what is the deal with the car? Is this something they just, you can't sell that on your lot, and this is like where you're trying to offload it? It makes me nervous, guys. I'm not going to bother looking at that one. I'm not. I was kind of interested in it, but then I saw that it had a dealership tag on it, and just personal preference. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying that for me personally, that's just the way I feel about it. So here's a nice little Jaguar F-Pace, man. Non-runner. I wonder if it's missing keys. 2017. Doesn't show what the mileage is. Looks pretty good, though. Tires are in decent shape. I like the color. It does have keys. Somebody's got the seatbelt already buckled, so you're kind of ready to go. Non-runner, though, huh? Well, let's take a closer look at it. Let's see if we push the start button if anything happens. That's a no. Absolutely not. Let's see what kind of a tag we got on here. Maybe that's a service tag? Bentley and Bentley adjusters. Adjusters. This is a car lot selling it. Again, what makes me very nervous. Very nervous. Because something like this you would think would sell at a dealership, right? And then again, if it's blown up, maybe this is the best place to sell it. Is this the 35T? What is this? The F-Pace. Oh, it's a 20D, so it's the diesel. Little bitty diesel. Hell, for all we know, it may have just lost its prime, guys. Oh. Boy, it looks a little rough under here. This thing's got some miles on it, doesn't it? Good Lord. So I assume this big thing right here is your diesel filter, like your exhaust filter. This thing is massive. Right here, goes all the way down, all the way up. It's huge. Then you got a little bitty turbocharger right here. I'm gonna give this one a shot, guys. I know it says it doesn't run, but I mean, it looks like it's a little messy under here, but and she's definitely got some miles. She's full of oil, very nasty looking oil, but usually diesel oil looks like that. It's always pretty gross. Let me put a jump on it, guys. I want to take a look at this one. All right, with any luck, we have things happening on the interior. Yes, we do. 107,000 miles on the odometer. That's not that many. Yeah, so it sounds like it's trying to start. Sounds like a compression issue, to be honest. So we're not off to a good start, but at least it's trying. Come on. Yeah, she's trying. I'm having to hit the accelerator, kind of open it up a little bit, and it seems to be helping. There it is. It started. Nah, it won't run. It tries to start, then it just dies. There it is. There it is. It's running. Wait, it's gonna die. It died. It does run, though. It does run. Uh-oh. I'm wondering if maybe that diesel exhaust filter is plugged up. That's what I wonder. It almost seems like it started, it ran, it's like it built up some pressure and it's done. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm feathering the throttle, just trying to keep it running. All right, I'm going to kill my booster pack messing with this thing. It shows that it's got half a tank of diesel. I don't know what's going on with it. We'll shut it off. I'll try it one more time. Yeah, okay. She's not happy, but at the end of the day, it does run. So this is something I'd need to do a little Googling on and try to figure out what's going on. It'd be great if I had a scanner that we could hook up and everything, but this might be something that you just gotta take a chance on, man. You buy it, you get it home, you run a diagnostic on it, and you find out what it says. But at the end of the day, it says it doesn't run, and it does. It doesn't stay running, and it sure doesn't run very well, but it runs. Worst case scenario, how much is this diesel filter? Like, if this giant canister here is plugged up or something, and I doubt it'd be very hard to, oh wow, yeah. I doubt it'd be very hard to change that out, or at a minimum, just disconnect it from the exhaust completely. You know, disconnect it from the turbocharger and see if it runs. If it does, well then you know you've probably got something plugged up in the exhaust system somewhere. I don't think this would be that difficult to fix. And if you think I'd buy brand new, a new exhaust filter, no way, man. I'll go on eBay or something and buy a used one, swap it out for one of those. This could be a decent car if we could figure out what the hell is wrong with it. So I just looked it up, and here it is, 2017 F-Pace 20D. $4,025 is the current bid. $6,000 buy it now. I put it on my watch list. Clear title, stationary, keys present, and that's all it says. 2.0 turbo diesel, 180 horsepower, all-wheel drive, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, guys. I'm going to have to look this up a little bit more. I may actually be interested in this one. In fact, I may be interested enough to just buy it now. So what do you guys think? Should we bring the F-Pace to the channel and try to get it running? It could be fun. It could be a colossal waste of money. I just pulled it up on my Black Book Cherry to see what the wholesale value is, and it's around $7,050 in average condition, which means that they assume it runs. The fact that it doesn't run and they want $6,000 for it, that's definitely pushing it. And then you got to remember, just because it's $6,000, that doesn't include the auction fees, guys. There's going to be fees on top of it. So I'm not so sure it's a great deal. Now, if we could win it for under $6,000, if we could get it for $4,500 or $4,800, that would be worth it. But I don't think the buy it now is the way to go on this one. But stay tuned. Maybe we'll bring it to the channel if we could win it super cheap. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the thumbs up button. Let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.